Adaora Maduabuchi was the first daughter of 5, the crown jewel. Born into wealth, privilege, and an upbringing soaked in Igbo tradition, proverbs, and expectations. Her father, Chief Benedict Maduabuchi, was a man whose ego could fill a stadium. A man who believed his daughters were investments, meant to marry power, not love. Her mother, Lolo Genevieve, wasn't much better. A Pentecostal churchgoer who fasted 4 times a week and still found time to gossip with the pastor's wife. They had groomed Adaora to marry an Igbo man with oil money, or at least a political surname. But fate, the stubborn bastard, had other plans. She met Tunde in Lagos at a tech agric conference. She was speaking on climate-resilient cassava production, sounding like a goddess with brains and a mission. Tunde was there to support a friend. He didn't even care about the event. But when Ada spoke, he forgot about his phone. He leaned forward like a boy hearing his favorite bedtime story. After the event, Tunde walked up to her. "I don't know jack about farming," he said, with that easy smile of his. "But if you start a revolution, I'll vote for you." Ada laughed. That laugh? He never forgot it. Like a damn song. One coffee date turned to dinner. Dinner turned to sleepovers. Sleepovers turned to weekend trips to Badagry and impromptu cooking experiments, where he taught her how to make efo riro, and she taught him how not to burn ogbono. They fell in love the way real people do, slow, clumsy, deep. It wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. She introduced him to her friends first. Mixed reactions. "Kai, he's Yoruba?" Are you sure you're not just lonely? Does he even know how to hustle? This one looks too soft. But Ada didn't care. Her heart had already packed its bags and relocated. When she finally brought him home, it was during Easter. They had dinner at her family house in Enugu. Tunde wore a well-ironed senator wear, brought expensive wine, greeted everyone in crisp Igbo that she taught him over video calls. It didn't matter. Her father watched him like a lizard that snuck into the kitchen. Her mother kept smiling but kept whispering to the house, help anytime Tunde talked. That night after dinner, Chief Maduabuchi called Ada into the study. "Sit down," he said. She did. "You're 28 now, right?" "Yes, Daddy." "Good, because you're old enough to hear this directly. You cannot marry that boy." Her stomach sank. "Why, Daddy?" "He's Yoruba." "That's not..." Chief slammed his glass on the table. "Don't argue with me. I've lived longer than you. Those people don't respect family. They will marry you today and cheat on you tomorrow. Their culture is loose, their women are wild, and their men are not disciplined. I won't allow you to mix this family's name with that rubbish tribe." Ada blinked. Her heart didn't just break, it got insulted. "Daddy, you don't even know him. I don't need to. I know his name. That's enough." When she told Tund what happened, he looked away. "I understand," he said quietly. "Understand what?" Ada snapped. "You've done nothing wrong." "No, I mean, I've seen this before. I just didn't want it to happen with you." They cried together that night in his car. Just sat there in silence, faces wet, holding hands. Then the war began. Ada's mother tried the spiritual warfare route. She invited pastors to pray for her daughter's deliverance from tribal entanglement. One pastor even told Ada she had a spiritual husband, and Tunde was the physical manifestation of it. The theatrics were mad. Her father took the financial route, cut off her allowance, removed her from the family health insurance, told his lawyer to revise the family will. Every call from Ada was ignored. Every text left unread. She moved out, packed her clothes in a Ghana must-go bag, and moved into Tunde's small one-bedroom apartment in Aja. No AC. Fan was noisy. The power situation was nonsense. But there was peace and laughter and cuddles on beanbags. They married at a registry in Yaba. Her wedding gown? 9,000 naira from Instagram? Her makeup? Done by a friend. No wedding guests from her family. No rice. No music. Just a low-budget ceremony and a high-budget commitment. They hustled together. Built a tech mini-firm that ran agricultural data for farmers. But Lagos is not for the faint of heart. And startups? They're worse than heartbreak. Tunde lost a contract, debt piled, rent increased, generator packed up. Then he had an accident while doing a delivery gig. Busted his wrist, couldn't type for weeks. Ada applied for remote design gigs. Woke up at 2 a.m. for foreign interviews. Some paid, most didn't. She cried in the shower a lot, quietly, so he wouldn't hear. Then the call came. Her cousin Nena called her in secret. Ada, uncle, collapsed yesterday. He had a stroke. She flew to Enugu, spent 52,000 naira on a flight she couldn't afford. At the family house, she stood at the gate, knocked. Her younger brother, Obio. "What are you doing here?" he asked, no emotion. "I came to see Daddy," she whispered. Obiora stepped aside, looked her up and down. "He said you're dead to him. He said don't come inside." He shut the gate. She slept in a small guest house, cried till morning, bought flowers, and tried again the next day. Same response. 2 weeks later, her father died. She found out on Facebook. The family didn't call, didn't send a text. Her face was not in the obituary. Her name erased from the funeral banner. She showed up anyway, sat in the back row. When she tried to walk up to the casket, 2 of her uncles held her back. Her mother didn't even look at her, just walked past like she was a stranger in slippers. That night, she sat outside the compound in the rain, soaked to the skin, while Tunde drove 8 hours from Lagos to come pick her up. She didn't speak the entire ride home. Months passed. Tunde worked his way back to health. Their startup got better. They had a baby girl, little Ifeoma, with cheeks like bread and laughter like a song. Ada sent pictures to her mother. Her mother blocked her. Her brother left a comment on Instagram. "Don't bring shame to our family again." She stopped trying after that. Sometimes, at night, Ada sits on the balcony with a glass of Zobo and stares into the dark. Tunde comes out and kisses her forehead. "You okay?" he always asks. She nods, but inside she's not sure, because love gave her a home, but her family took away her roots. And no matter how far you run, losing your roots always leaves you floating, drifting, searching. And that's the kind of pain no one prepares you for.